There you go. All right. Bro, I hate this shit so much. It's so like it's the getting going thing.
No,
Man.
that's exactly what it is.
All right. Well, all right. Here we go. I don't know who I'm stealing that from, but all right. What's up, guys? I'm Paul.
I'm Omar.
And this is the Back on Track podcast. Basically, Omar and I met back in high school playing soccer. I mean, we met, what, 9th grade?
Yeah, right at 9th grade.
Yeah, and we were playing JV then, right?
Yep.
Did you play 8th grade too?
No, I didn't.
No,
yeah.
And what's crazy is I skipped, I don't know if you remember, but I wasn't playing 9th grade year. I met you in school then. But
yeah, because I didn't play 9th grade year either.
No?
No, because I know I didn't play in 8th grade because I broke my hand, and that wasn't my excuse not to do any
running.
Man. I was like, all right, I'm not trying to.
You can't run. But
hey, fall, I didn't want to fall on my hand.
Okay.
I'm clumsy.
All right.
And then 9th grade, I just kind of was like, I'm lazy. And 10th grade is when I tried out. I was like,
see, right, 9th grade, it wasn't I'm lazy. It was I'm hooked up on a girl right now, and I'm too busy chasing her to play soccer, man. That's a whole nother story for another day. But yeah, we grew up playing soccer together. We just went our separate ways. Omar is reserves, right? Or guard?
Not anymore. Guard, though.
Guard?
Yeah.
Were you reserves?
No, never.
No?
It was an all National Guard. 6 years.
All right. Well, then I'm just out of touch. All right, cool. But so he's National Guard. I'm, not retired, but separated Air Force. So we got military backgrounds. And we both just linked back up. I just moved back here to from New Jersey to Virginia, and we caught back up finally.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. So, all right. Well, like I said, this is the Back on Track podcast. The main reason we're doing this is we're trying to help people. We've all been through our, fair share of crap, BS in life, stuff that knocks you down. I got this whole the Rocky quote, nothing hits as hard as life poster. But we just want to help people develop, grow. We're still growing ourselves. So we ain't nothing special, but we're working every day to become something special. So that's all I got for the intro. You got anything else you want to say? You want to talk about your marketing?
We'll save that for later. We'll save it for later. I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna get into it for sure.
We'll get there. We got plenty of episodes left, man. No worries. We got nothing but time.
Oh, they gonna know about it, all right. They gonna know.
I like to hear that. All right, cool. Well, today we're gonna keep it relevant. So we calling it the Back on Track podcast because we said we've both had our lives kind of derailed by whatever, whether it's just a loss of focus,
whole bunch
family
of stuff,
whatever, man. So we're gonna talk about getting into like a mental rut or
a mental block,
A mental block.
Yeah, I like using block.
Yeah, we're talking about it, but whenever you just get into a funk, you're down for a couple months, weeks, whatever it may be. Because I've been in my fair share. Omar's been in his fair share.
Oh yeah, way too many.
Yeah, one is too many, but
I come out on top every single time.
Amen.
You gotta conquer it.
So we're gonna go through a couple things. So I guess to start. No, why does it change? Okay, we're gonna have to edit this shit out. But saying we got 10 minutes. 10 minutes. All right. We'll do it.
We'll keep rolling.
We're gonna run it. So so we're winging it today. So first thing, so how many times or how often do you really find yourself having like that mental block, that mental rut kind of deal?
I feel like for me, it happens a couple times, like 1 or 2 times a year.
Yeah,
I feel like it's pretty often, but it mainly for me is when it comes to creativity, because I'm a photographer, videographer, all that, and I lose my creativity and I have like a mental block to where I cannot focus on anything. I can't get work done, and that's mainly where I see it. Of course, I see it in other parts of life, like working a job or relationships, friendships, all kinds of stuff like that. But mainly for me is the creativity thing. Because it's mainly because I push myself way too hard.
Hey, but you got to. And now I see why you're saying like why you were so hooked on mental block as the word, because I mean that for you as a creative, like that definitely I mean that derails everything for you because that's what you do, that's what you love to do. So that now I get it. Yep. For me, like you're saying, I've had a couple like long term, like I'm talking months, where I'm just not doing nothing. I can't, like, I don't feel like leaving the house. I don't feel like talking to nobody.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
I'm just like, I don't want to deal with the world right now. I don't even want to deal with myself, but I got no choice on that one. I had it like I was telling you. So right when I got in the military, it was tough being away from family. Then when I got out, it was tough getting back to civilian life. Once I moved up to Jersey, man, I was doing nothing. I had some money in the bank so I could survive and pay the bills, but I was sitting on my butt playing video games every morning, eating like crap, not working out, not talking to nobody, and it was just like depressing. Like I was living a depressing life. And man, I think it was just one day where I was just like, all right, enough is enough. I think it was probably, my buddy had finally got back to work and he was starting to do stuff and he was going out and chilling with friends and whatnot. And I'm like, I'm a bum sitting here at home. He's out here partying on a Friday. Like, what am I doing? Like, I can't even go out and socialize right now. So I guess that kind of leads into, how you realize you're in a rut. How do you identify that you're hitting that mental block and, go from there, I guess.
I know whenever I'm hitting my mental block, I know it happens because one, I can't stay focused. Two, I don't even want to get up out of bed, which kind of is an everyday thing. Not gonna lie,
it's a struggle.
But when I'm having a mental block, it's worse. Like, even if I know, like, so I have a thing where I wake up super early every morning. I wake up at 5:30. Yeah, I know, right? Super.
And you be in the gym at like 11, man. What?
It's on and off. Sometimes I go in the morning, sometimes I don't. Crazy. But I wake up at 5:30, and I normally give myself 30 minutes to stay in bed. So I'll get out of bed at 6. But when I'm having like my mental blocks, even if I planned on doing things and getting up out of bed at 6, I push it way further. Like,
yeah, just sit there scrolling, like, right?
Well, not even scrolling. I'm just sometimes
chilling?
I'm just chilling. Yeah, like I just don't get up. I got to give myself time to mentally prepare. And then when I'm in a mental block, it's just like it takes forever. Like, instead of getting out of bed at 6, I'm probably getting out of bed at like 7. So I'm just there for an hour, just chilling.
Just like, all right, how am I about to deal with today? Like, what am I doing to get through this?
Yeah, and then once I started to get to work, it's the creative stuff. So I just can't come up with ideas because I try to brainstorm all the time of what I want to do. When it comes to photography and different things like that.
Yeah.
And I know when that mental block happens, I can't think of anything. It's just a block. So I'm not seeing anything because normally things pop in my head. Like I have vision stuff all the time.
Yeah, you just
like I'm a very visual person, so I can see it. Yeah, I can see the stuff. But when I'm having my blocks, I can't see anything. It's just like, what the heck? So that's how I know when they're coming on.
Yeah. No, I think for me, it's because I think we both know I ain't no creative, so I'm not going to pretend to be. But for me, I think it's more like when I just don't feel like talking to people because, like, I love interacting with people. And that's when I, tried my pressure washing business up in New Jersey. It was going all right. Like, I was getting bills paid. I was making a little bit of money. And then I get down here and I realize, like, the same thing that happened basically almost exactly a year prior when I got to Jersey is that running my own thing on solo, I was isolated. So I wasn't talking to nobody. I wasn't trying to reach out to nobody. So I was just, in my own little bubble. And I think that's usually when I catch myself saying, like, all right, hang on, like, what's going on? Because I'll catch myself in a funk where I'm just like down in the dumps or whatever, like feeling sorry for myself, instead of actually getting up and doing nothing, like trying to, grow, learn, get better, work in the gym, eat better. Like, that's when I catch myself. I'm just like, all right, something ain't right. Like, what do I got to figure out here? How did I get here? And, what's next? So I guess the next thing is, how do you get out of them?
So for me, it depends. So if it's like a life rut, like where I'm just sucking at life, I kind of just got to stay to myself. From there, I like when I'm by myself, I think a lot. So I try to put my thinking to work by either trying to put together like a set of goals to reach, and that way once I reach those goals, it's giving me the motivation, like, oh yeah, I did it. So why am I in this rut? Like, why am I feeling like life sucks when I'm getting things done and making accomplishments?
Yeah, achieving goals, like setting little, stepping stones here. Goal, that way you can get motivation, right? Get momentum.
Yeah, because if I just sit there in that rut and just, my life sucks. Like, it's never gonna get any better. Yeah. You're just gonna be down. So like, I gotta give myself something to do. When it comes to like the creative side of things, I find when I focus on the business side of things is when I actually go into a mental rut. or a mental block, whatever you want to call it.
So like the administrative stuff.
Yeah, it makes it sometimes not fun for me. Like, don't get me wrong, I love business. Like, I love learning about businesses and like trying to run a business. But when I mix it with photography specifically, is when it makes it like, oh yeah, I'm not I'm not feeling this anymore. It's not what I fell in love with. So I separate it. So like once I'm starting getting in that mental block, I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna do photography. I'm still doing photography, but I'm not doing paid gigs. It's all for like every shoot I do, it's gonna be for me. It's gonna be my ideas. And I'm trying to just build my creativity back. I'm still gonna do video work. I don't care about video. I only do that for money. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So like I can easily do that for business and not have a block because I'm not emotionally attached to it.
Yeah, you got like they give you a task, like you've got a goal. You're gonna it's pretty black and white.
And I just get it done. But with photography, because photography started off as something completely. I wasn't planning on doing a business for photography at all. It's just something I did as a hobby. Yeah, it was a hobby of mine, and it basically a stress reliever. I started as a stress reliever, and it just took from there. So,
and you've been killing it too.
Yeah, thanks. I'm trying, man. I'm trying to be the best in the area.
And then we're gonna plug your Instagram, man, because man, you got some bomb photos on there. Like it's incredible, honestly. Like that's art. Yeah. It's art. But one thing I want to touch on, like, so you were talking about the when you got into the business side and you don't get to focus so much on the creative side, which I mean, because there's plenty of creatives out here. So I think, so you think it's more so you're going from the subjective, like creative, where you can just got a free flow, like you can do whatever you want to, but then you got to transition when you're doing admin stuff to like a very like rigid structure, like it's objective. It's all objective. It's all numbers. It's all organization where you just kind of like cage yourself in, like you can't just.
And it makes it less fun. Yeah. And then I also like, also another thing I don't like is when, because as a photographer, people come to you because they want their photos taken. And then once they give you their ideas, I'm like, damn, this isn't my idea. I don't, you know what I mean? I think I enjoy coming up with my own ideas and then finding people to fill in those ideas instead of people coming to me with their ideas.
Yeah, no,
I mean, I have nothing wrong with it. I still do them.
Yeah,
but it just, I don't enjoy them as much as
you're not as passionate about it.
Yeah, I'd rather do what I want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear that, man. I mean, it's like you got all these great ideas floating around or whatever, but then someone comes around and just like ties their hands together, and you're like, I can't, like, what am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah, now I gotta do what they want.
Yeah, no, it's like you get the reins off, let me run free.
But let's put a pause on it because that 1 minute is about to end, and we'll start it over.
All right, we're back. So I was being a broke boy and I refused to purchase Zoom Pro, so I went ahead and did that. So now we're back. No limits on recording, no limits on meetings, and we were talking about how do you get out of the ruts. So
I think I went over how I get out of it, like personally, like just when I'm just an overall bad go. I think I may have gotten into it.
Yeah, I think now I'm starting to think you did, because you were talking about like what you do, like with like photography.
The business and photography. Yeah. So I don't know exactly what I said, but I can start.
Bro, if we gotta edit something out, we'll edit something out. If not, we're just gonna raw dog and call it a day.
Raw dog it. Raw dog all the way.
Yeah. But just whatever you got, go ahead.
Yeah. Wow. Crap.
Oh, you in a mental block, man. You in a rut already.
No, I'm not. don't put that on me.
No bad juju.
But I guess I could say I separated because I remember now I was talking about how photography and doing it for people, blah blah blah. Yeah, you guys heard. But another way I kind of get past it, or I'm hoping this is like a permanent solution. So now I'm tailoring my business more towards marketing with video. So like I'm still gonna be doing photo shoots. Yeah, I'm like that's just gonna be a always thing. I'm just gonna focus on the creative aspect and making it art.
There you go.
So mainly my ideas, I may pick up people that wanna shoot with me every so often with their ideas. I may do it. I probably will if I have nothing else going on.
Yeah, something get you outside your little comfort zone or whatever. Like expand the palette.
But I'm not gonna focus on it. But moving everything to the marketing side of the creative world. So doing video mainly for social media, so like short form videos. and sticking with that. Because like I said, I can do video for money all day. But when it comes
but
to
you're
photography, I
trying
want
to
to keep the
protect that
passion.
passion though. You're trying
Yes,
to
exactly.
compartmentalize, keep the thing that makes you happy, not mix it, business with pleasure.
Exactly. Yep.
I like that though. That's smart.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good with that right there. That's where I'm gonna keep it.
No, bro, that sounds solid to me. I mean, shoot. I mean, for me, how I always get out, and I think it's more just, for me, it's all about routines. It's, if I don't have a routine, that's when I start, going downhill and just getting into my slumps. Maybe that's the word. That's the slump.
A slump.
Why didn't we think about that?
I don't know.
Anyway, we're here now. All right. So when I get into my slumps, for me, I think I always end up starting with the gym. I think for me, that's always been like the one thing that's easy enough to like manage and maintain. It's just creating the habit of getting in the gym, because I don't have to, if I have an open schedule, I can, force myself to go at whatever certain time and give myself a little bit of structure, to give myself that momentum to get out of it. The past couple times it was just, I'd go to the gym, I'd still eat my, BS meals, whatever. I'm a Taco Bell fiend, or I used to be a Taco Bell fiend.
Same.
Bro, man, did I ever tell you, but man, when we were in, I think senior year, my mom sat me down one day because we had a joint bank account at the time. She called me in her office. She sits me down by her computer and she goes, "All right, get your calculator out." I'm like, "For what?" She's like, "We're going through your bank statements." I'm like, "Why?" So she starts scrolling through. She's just naming off numbers. She's like, $5 here, $3 there, $10 here. And by the time we were done, the total was over $300. Now, do you want to hear what the time frame on that was?
2 weeks.
Oh God, no, that ain't that bad. But no, it was within 1 month. I think it was the month of August. I had spent $300 at Taco Bell alone.
Sheesh.
I was eating there at least twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day. Now, mind you, this is back when Taco Bell was still like, they had the $2 meal deals or whatever. I could get the beefy 5 layer and a drink or whatever for $2. And then they actually had the $5 box. So at whatever given meal, I wasn't spending more than 5 or 2, which is, that's how it's bad when, between a 5 or a 2 or a $3 meal can add up to 300 in 30 days. Like, it was ridiculous, man. Someone had to give there, and it finally did. But yeah, so this time around, I got with my buddy Zach. I might be able to get him on here as a guest one day. But my buddy Zach, this dude is shredded. Dude, he's like a Greek god if Greek gods had disproportionate torsos and short legs. But no, he sent me a picture today. The dude, he's probably down to like 6% body fat now. It's crazy. He's in crazy good shape. But I got with him about like my meal prepping, right? Because I don't do. That's one thing I hate cooking.
Oh yeah, I do too.
If it's
that's
just
why you like shit,
dude. If it's cooking for me, I ain't doing it. So he gave me his little meal plan. I eat the same 3 things every day, twice a day. I don't gotta think what I'm gonna make. It takes me 5 minutes to cook whatever it is. If I'm making my protein shakes, if I'm making my tuna and rice, whatever, it's 5 minutes, easy, done. It's one less thing to derail like my routines. And I've been doing it now for, I think I'm going on 10 weeks now. And the plan was for me to be losing like a pound a week. And up until this vacation, I was, I think, down 8 pounds in 8 weeks. And I'm probably in the best shape of my life. So, I mean, shout out to Zach for setting me up.
Sheesh.
Put me on the right track, because I always had the working out part down. Like, I always knew how to do the workouts.
Oh yeah.
How to target whatever, but it was just the diet. I was always so lazy with my diet. You know what I used to tell myself? I'm like, bro, I work out that way I can eat like crap and still look okay. So now I'm like, all right, let me get a little bit more discipline here. I'm gonna work out every day. I'm supposed to have a rest day. Whatever, Zach, shut up. I ain't doing it. So I've been working out literally every day now, and I'm sure I'm gonna have to give myself a break at some point. And then just eating right. And bro, I look better than I've ever looked. I feel better than I've ever felt. And I think this is probably like that anchor, that thing that grounds me, and to make sure I don't end up, relapsing back into like one of them slumps.
Yeah, that's definitely a go-to, because I do the same thing. Like, I found myself beginning this year, I found myself going to the gym super consistently. Like, I don't go every day, but I don't go more than 2 days without going to the gym.
Yeah, but it's whatever. It's everyone just needs to find what works for them, because that's the thing. It's like everyone's unique. Everyone's got their own different lives and stuff. But like, so just because I like going every day, bro, if every other day works for somebody, I mean, it's just about that routine, like I was talking about, something that gets you that momentum, right?
Shoot, going a couple times a week works damn sure for me. I'm too lazy. But no, if I went
already
every day,
puts you
my
at like the
progress would be
5%.
crazy. Oh yeah, definitely. Because I've made big progress. Like,
yeah, you're looking good, man.
I started at the beginning of the year, beginning of 22. I can't even talk. The beginning of 22, I was at 195. Right now, I'm 185. Putting on a ton of muscle and losing fat at the same time. So
yeah, I seen them progress pictures. Was that part of that video you just posted too? Was that the glow up, or was that from like way back?
That was like a 5-year difference.
Oh,
so yeah, it was 20-year-old me with 25-year-old me.
Bro, I think I got some pictures back when I was like, bro, I was pushing 210 when I got to my first duty station.
Jeez.
I went to boot camp at 181 or 180, and I came out at 181 after 2 months of working out every day. But all that DFAT crap, kept me. I finally had biceps for the first time in my life, which was crazy. But
shoot, you should see how happy I am now.
Bro, you know how I used to look back in the day, man.
Back in the day, I was bone.
Yeah, both of us, bro. Like, and
skeleton man.
But then, so I get to my first duty station, right? My buddy Quan, he was taking me. I'd go to the gym with him every day, and this man, I like working out every day. He basically does like a 3-hour gym session half the time, or at least he used to. I'm not going to speak, Quan, if you're watching right now. Look, don't hold me up for it, but we were going, and he would lay into me, like he'd push me. And, I appreciate the motivation, but I realized like I can't keep up with him. Which is like why it's so important when I said you got to go at your own pace, you got to do what works for you. Like I just sit back and say like, oh, bro, I can't keep up with you, I can't keep doing this. Well, it actually ended up burning me out a little bit. Now, not blaming Quan, I'm blaming myself for being lazy. But I stopped working out, and I was drinking like a 12-pack of soda every like 2 days, some bullcrap Mountain Dew. I was sitting on my bed in my dorm playing FIFA 17, getting my butt whooped because I sucked at it for a bit. Then I kind of got all right, but. And then, bro, I got on a scale. I was like 207. I put on 27 pounds in like 4 months since I got to my duty station. And that's when I was like, all right, hang on. Time out. I can't. No. I ain't going to be 200 plus. I ain't built for that. I'm not going to be a fat 207. Let me say that. Maybe one day, but. So I finally got back to the gym. I started eating. I realized portion sizes were huge. So I wasn't eating great, but I wasn't eating too much. And. I got back on track with that, and then I'm sure at some point, back then I stopped working out again. Zach, I used to go with Zach, but we'd work out separately, whatever. And it was just like, man, the wavelengths, like, you do what you got to do to succeed, and then when you get comfortable, you're like, oh, I'm doing good, and then you plateau a little bit, and then you just, you ride the wave, go down to the trough, and you start hitting them slumps.
Yep.
And I guess that brings us to how do you stay out of it? So when you hit that slump, when you go up, all you got to do is keep doing the things you did to get out of the slump, right? So how do you stick to it? How do you keep yourself consistent, I guess?
So all right, for like when I'm in my little, personal slumps and I work my way out of them, I try to refrain from drinking.
Yeah. We talked about that.
So like once I'm good, I'm good to go. I refrain from drinking. Like I won't do it. Now, if you notice me drinking a lot, I might be in a slump.
All right, like, I'm gonna keep an eye out.
Yeah. Or I could just be having the time of my life. Like I drink like birthdays and stuff like that. But
yeah, socially, right? Just but not overly socially.
Yeah, right. I'm not.
Because there is overdoing it, right?
Yeah, exactly. So like I refrain from drinking. I try to go to the gym consistently. And I gotta personally have creative stuff going on. So if I'm not doing photography, which is rare,
yeah,
I'm watching creative stuff. So like recently I've gotten into film. So like I watch a lot of video on film and like the cinematography of it and everything like that. Something I want to, learn.
And we're talking about that's another print, thing. Like camera film, right?
Well, no, I'm talking about films. I'm talking movie.
Okay, so like feature film, like kind of okay.
Yeah. So and that's the scary thing, because like I said, I do like video is all for money. Like that's how it is for me. But like as I'm learning this stuff, it's like, dang, I kind of actually like this stuff too.
Yeah.
So like,
and you'll find a way.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna find a way for sure. Like I said, the video like for marketing, like I said, it's gonna be short form. Meanwhile, the stuff I'm falling in love with for videos all long-term shit. So like short films. Like I want to eventually shoot a short film. Like I feel like that'd be dope. Right.
Bro, I'm interested.
Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna watch. If you want help doing it, if there's anything that my uncreative, butt can do, put me to work, bro.
I might put you in front of a camera.
Well, all right. No, see, me, we would never be in front of cameras ever, right?
Yeah. This is a rarity right here. This never happens.
Outside of our comfort zone, right?
Right. But what was that before I started going off on like
well, no, you talking about like how to that you keep yourself consistent.
Oh yes, so that was trying to get me towards my point of like learning. I try to learn new things. I'm
growing,
constantly
right?
Yeah, I'm constantly trying to grow. Like you see, I have books like everywhere. I'm always trying to learn. Most of the time I'm not reading books though. I read books a lot, don't get me wrong. But what I do my learning on is YouTube. I go to YouTube University.
Oh,
I don't even get on YouTube for entertainment anymore. If I'm on YouTube, it's some finance video or something to learn more photography skills and video.
Trying to be a valedictorian over there at YouTube University.
Exactly. 4.0 GPA, baby. But yeah, it's just the learning is a big part for me. If I feel like I learn something and accomplish something, it's gonna keep me going. It's all about accomplishments for me. If I'm accomplishing stuff, it's gonna keep me going. But
well, it's like you said, them setting them little goals, just to get the momentum. Then once you're rolling, just what's next? Keep setting goals so that way you stay on track and you keep moving forward instead of getting complacent.
Because this was actually a goal of mine, doing a podcast.
Yeah, no, I saw you post that clip on there. You said, "All right, try YouTube for the whatever time." Right?
Oh yeah, see that I got one of my goals is to stay consistent on YouTube.
Yeah.
so I'm still working on that. I gotta shoot a video. I'm off work tomorrow, so I'm probably gonna do something for that.
But well, that's the main reason. Like when we linked up was that way we had someone to keep each other accountable on this stuff. So
yeah. Ooh, that's another thing to keep you out of accountability groups.
Yeah.
If you have people that keep you accountable, look, you're going to the moon.
Bro, another thing, even not just like the people in your circle, that's another thing I wanted to touch on too, is like for me personally, I think my first couple times going through ruts, it definitely shaved off a lot of like that fat when it came to like my friend groups. Like it made me realize who that was at the core of it, who mattered, like who was on each layer or whatnot. Like if I'm feeling really good, I might reach a couple layers deep and talk to someone I hadn't seen in a while or whatever. But like if I'm going through something, I got my my chin tucked and I'm just pushing forward on something, I got like 5 people in my life that I'm keeping in touch with daily. Yeah. That way, because I know they want the best for me, I want the best for them, and we're gonna push each other to be better. But
yeah, definitely. Dude, that reminds me though. I fumbled a bag on a good accountability group before, and I told you this that one time we went to the bar.
Yeah.
It was a friend group. It was 4 of us. We were all into like business and finance and stuff like that, so we all had our own little businesses going. At the time, I was doing marketing for small martial arts gyms, and then they all had their own things going. I'm not naming names because they probably won't even watch this anymore. They don't mess with me at all.
I was gonna ask you because every time I go to work in the morning, man, there's an MMA gym. There's a truck that's got like a little sticker on the back. I'm not gonna drop names on nobody, but I always see that truck. So maybe I'll ask you offline here. But
all right. Yeah, but we all had our own businesses or whatever, and I was also doing like my stock market thing at that point, so I was like making money off of that. And I got super comfortable. I wasn't like progressing like the rest of them. And when you're in a group full of hustlers, they noticed that. They really noticed that, and they called me out for it and was like, "Bro, you're not working as hard as us." So I ended up getting booted to the curb.
Like they started saying, "Oh, we don't need the dead weight," kind of deal.
Yeah, exactly. Like I wasn't doing bad. I was making extra money, and like it just like.
But and you said, I mean, you when we were talking about it, you said like, I didn't take it personal. Like I understood why they were doing it.
I understood completely.
Yeah,
it was just I was young, got like comfortable, and Mama, if you watching this, I fumbled the bag for us. I could have been. I could have been making money because these boys is riding around nice now. Because I used to keep up with them, but I got butthurt one day, and I was like, yeah, let me unfollow them.
Oh
So
no.
I was like, I can't. If I come across their Instagrams again, though, I probably follow them because I'm
Yeah.
not at that. I don't get butthurt over that. I completely understand why they did it.
Yeah, bro.
And
Just reach
if
back
I was
out.
in the, if I was in one of their positions, I would have did the same thing. I'd be like, yeah, we gotta get rid of them.
Yeah.
Can't have somebody bringing down the group.
Yeah, because I mean, that's another thing is man, I used to get when I was in high school, I was always trying to put everyone else before myself, and I
Mm-hmm.
realized how heavy that weighed on me all the time. Like, I would try to help people that didn't want to help themselves,
Mm-hmm.
and then that was just weighing on me and draining my energy,
It does.
where I couldn't take care of myself, man. So that's another thing is like you got to realize you can't save everybody, and you got to know when to let go. That's another thing. Like just back to the friend groups is manage your friend groups the same way that you would manage like your health. Like if you're gonna cut out bad foods, whatever, you're eating something that makes you feel like crap. If you're hanging out with somebody and all they're doing is draining your energy, or like they're not reciprocating, the support or whatever it may be, it's like you gotta trim that fat off and figure out who's there for you and who's not.
Mm-hmm.
That's huge. But nah, man. Look, I mean, there ain't no reason you can't reach back out and be like, hey,
I might
look,
one day. Like I said, if I come across, because I don't have their numbers anymore.
nah, okay.
If I come across the Instagrams again, I'm definitely gonna reach out again. Like, hey, y'all remember me?
Hey, you remember when I was being I was slacking a little bit, but hey, new year, new me. Nah, but man, that's tough. It's frustrating, but like that's the thing is that's another thing, a big thing. We can talk about this on a different kind of different video, but accountability, man, like having personal accountability and like self-awareness.
Yeah,
bro, that's another thing. That's how you end up in a slump for real, is when you're not being honest with yourself about what you're doing, where you're going, and what's going on in life. Because you can sit there and lie to yourself saying like, oh, I'm doing good enough, like I'm doing this, I'm doing that, but like when in reality you're just being complacent, like you're not moving.
Yeah, you're getting too comfortable.
Yeah,
boy,
and then
once you get
just
too comfortable, you shoot straight down.
You find rock bottom real quick that way.
I know
I've been
from
there, done that.
experience.
Yeah, right.
Like,
and it ain't fun. It ain't a good place to be.
Yeah, but that's exactly what this podcast is for. Getting back on track.
Amen.
Once you go through those slumps and you get over them, you just got to keep going. It's a grind.
Yeah.
And like I'm slowly trying to get back my life, complete control of it. And sometimes it takes time. Sometimes you could just push through it and make it happen quickly.
Yep, it's a process.
Yeah, but definitely no rush. I wouldn't rush trying to, I wouldn't rush greatness.
No, absolutely not. That's, I mean, it's what we've been talking about a little bit too. It's consistency, right? It's not doing one big thing every now and again. It's just doing all the little things you got to do to, like you said, with the goals, or like, for you just being consistent in my routines or whatever. It's just keep doing the same thing. And over time, it's like just that little compound interest. Every time you build on top of one block, you may not be jumping, leaping stories in a single bound like Superman or whatever, but you can climb up one rung of that ladder at a time, or one step at a time. And you wake up, you look up one day and you're like, how did I get here, man? Like I was just back there, being a bum. I wasn't working. I wasn't doing nothing. I, wasted a lot of money. And now, I got a good job. I'm healthy, physically and mentally. I got good friends around me, and I'm going places. Like it's night and day.
Exactly. Yep.
But man, you got anything else? I mean, I feel like for a first, episode, this is pretty good.
Yeah, definitely.
You want to plug your Instagram?
Oh yeah. Instagram is Omi Kelly. OMIIKELLY. You'll see all my photography stuff there. My business account is linked to it. I believe I have it in my bio or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's up there.
But my business account is not up to date. I'm not even gonna lie, I've been slacking on it, but I am gonna get that up and going. And releasing content up there. Like I said, I'm gonna be moving on to the whole marketing realm of things with that. So you'll see like marketing tips and tricks. Pretty much trying to give away the game, on how to grow whatever you're working on. Because like I said, I've done it before in the past where marketing was what I was making money from with that little group. And it's something I'm getting back into. I got to catch up on a lot of things, but I'm gonna take off quick. That's something I was learning super fast. Yeah, I love marketing.
Absolutely, man. All I got is, so we're gonna start an Instagram page for this. It's gonna be the Back on Track Pod, just at Back on Track Pod, no spaces. We're gonna start posting on there soon, posting clips, reels, whatever it may be on there. And I'll plug mine some other time, but we ain't got to get into that today. I ain't touched that thing in 2 years. Ain't nothing to go look at. But yeah, I mean that's it. Like I said, man, I'm happy. Like I'm excited for what's to come with this. We were both talking about before we got on this video, like we were like we hate being in front of a camera, but nah, I think I'm proud of it. I think we're doing good. So we're gonna carry on. If y'all got ideas of what you want to see, whether if you want to see reaction videos to what's going on like currently, you want to talk about like finance and stuff like that, personal finance, whatever it may be.
Talk about it.
Now we're gonna try to stick to what we know and what we're comfortable talking about or giving advice about. So we're not gonna step outside that realm, but we'll get to what we can get to.
Right. Yeah. Also, if y'all want to comment under whatever platform y'all are seeing this on,
it's gonna be YouTube.
Yeah, all right, yeah, on YouTube. Then comment what y'all want to see. Because even if we don't know something, I will go find somebody that knows all about that.
Oh, like absolutely.
They can hop on this with us. Yeah.
Bro, I'm all ears.
Definitely. I will definitely learn whatever y'all want me to learn from whoever. I will find them and they will be up here.
Amen to that. Yeah. But besides that, like, comment, subscribe.
All of that.
Hit us up. Help us up. We said we're going to go someplace, man. We're going to go up from here and we're going to grow this. Yeah, it's gonna be fun, and we're gonna start having guests on too. I mean, we're gonna expand and start touching on some different subjects, get different ideas. So it's gonna be fun.
Hell yeah!
I guess until next time.
Yep. Deuces, y'all.
Peace.